Good morning, y'all. You know, once in a while, we will get a text or an email from some of y'all out there saying, I tried this recipe, Paula, but it didn't work. And I was so disappointed. And I don't like to hear that, because if it works for me, I want it to work for you too. So, and Schulte, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Ann, sent me an email, and it says, I think there's an error on your 5-minute fudge recipe. I followed the directions to the T, word for word. And when it says to add chocolate chips and cook until melted and remove, she said it was just a blob, a big blob. So that's not good. That's not good. So I am, it's coming on Valentine's Day, so I'm going to want some fudge in the house. And I noticed here a note from the test kitchen on this recipe, the 5-minute fudge recipe. If you're having trouble with your fudge setting up, try combining the sugar, milk, butter, and salt first, boiling for 5 minutes while stirring, then add the chocolate and stir until melted. So I'm going to try this, Ann, and I hope that we can get to the bottom of this recipe. Now, the one thing I did change was it called for 16 large marshmallows. You know, a large marshmallow takes longer to melt than a little miniature. So I have changed to the small marshmallows. I don't know if that's, I may need a few more. Hush, Lulu. Hush, hush, hush. All right, so I'm going to add my sugar, my evaporated milk. And this milk, you know, the evaporated comes in a can. And it usually makes real good fudge, real good macaroni and cheese, anything you want creamy. So now I'm going to add my butter and my salt. I'm going to go ahead and add the chocolate chips. Gonna let it cook for a minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add my marshmallows. Okay, I'm gonna take that off now because it is starting to get real thick. I'm gonna add our marshmallows. I'm gonna add our vanilla. Uh-oh, we can kill that bottle. To me, I think the marshmallows are going to take longer to melt than the chips. But it is, and that is getting real, the chocolate, the melted chocolate is getting real thick. All right, and I've got my nuts. And I'm going to just keep stirring this until all the marshmallows melt. And Teresa, I think they were shy on the, or I was shy, whoever. This is such an old recipe. I don't exactly remember even the last time I made it. But I think they the directions short us on the nuts. Now, I like lots of nuts. So, I should have figured that. So if you can round up some more of them nuts. So, and you can see this is not in any shape, form, or fashion, a blob. So it may have something to do with the stirring, you know. Don't ever quit stirring. You want to make sure that that chocolate doesn't have a chance to bind all up, because it will bind on you. Okay, so we will let this set up and we'll see what we got. So Ann, I remade the fudge recipe, and I'm cutting this in small pieces because it is rich, and mine is still not through setting up. I left it in the refrigerator for a little while, but I'm going to put it back after I show you what ours look like. And you can see it's nice and creamy and delicious. So I hope this helped. I don't know what I did that was any different from, I think the main thing about that recipe, Ann, is you got to stir it constantly. And I added the sugar, the evaporated milk.
And it's a softer fudge.
It is. It's a creamier
and I mean, if you're
fudge.
looking for it to be like that really hard fudge.
Kind of granulated. But this just turned out beautiful. I think I've just got to let it set a little bit longer. But I think it's yummy. So please try it again. Because like I said, maybe it's all in the stirring, girl. I don't know. But I just hope this helped you. But I do appreciate you calling it to my attention. Because like I said, things can get, misconstrued when you're transferring it from one thing to another. So I appreciate it. But try it again. Just stir the heck out of it, okay? Beat that fudge up, girl.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.